What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're wondering where am I and what am I doing, I am inside the engine bay of our 2006 Dodge Charger RT Daytona Edition, number 704 out of 4,000 that was ever made. And well, there is no engine here because this is going to be our 2024 drag race build. But before we get to that and I update you guys on what the goals are for next year, I want to do a quick recap of everything we've went through in 2023, and it has been a fun slash not so fun year depending on how you look at it, but the content has been pretty good, I would say. So let's take a quick look. So let's start with this Dodge Charger that we bought from Copart over a year ago in 2022. It has sat for over a year literally collecting rust. Well, it already had the rust and it had the salt from the Hurricane Ian flood. This year I decided, instead of trying to completely gut this thing and put it back to its original state, because it only has 55,000 miles, it's kind of not worth it to me. So why not just go ahead and gut it and make it a drag race car? And we are aiming for well over 1,000 horsepower by the end of 2024, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of no prep racing. We're going to be doing a lot of drag racing at events and things like that. I do want to make it out to Cletus event also. So this thing is going to be at full speed ahead in the next few weeks. So you don't want to miss that. That's pretty much right at the start of 2024. The 5.7 Hemi is actually sitting right here. You guys can't really see it. With the transmission that we pulled out of it, it runs, it drives, it's in perfect condition with all the wiring harness. So if somebody's looking for pretty much a perfect spec 5.7 motor out of a Gen 1 Hemi with 55,000 original miles, hit me up on Instagram or comment down below and I'll get you a heck of a deal for the engine and trans together. In the first video of this build, you guys seen us completely gut this thing, use a ton of vinegar to get all the salt and rust out of the interior. In the second video, we pulled the motor out, but we are ready to be putting a 5.3 LS motor in here, Gen 4 aluminum block with a power glide, a 2-speed power glide, and we're going to be doing massive twin turbos on here and a lot more surprises. So you definitely don't want to miss this build that's going to happen. Like I said, we're aiming for well over 1,000. As you guys know, in the drag racing world, I can't mention the exact specs or the exact horsepowers. I don't think we'll ever really put it on the dyno, because dyno numbers are great and all, but it doesn't mean that's the actual street numbers, and street numbers is what matters whenever you're actually racing out there. Now let's move on to this bad boy right here, which is our 1,000 horsepower Dodge Durango Hellcat. But before we do that, I want to throw some numbers out there for you guys. In the last 90 days that I've been the most active, posting one video a day, like a short or a reel or a full video, we have gained well over 1,000 subscribers and over 500,000 views, which I'm extremely thankful for. So for everybody that's joined the channel, welcome. From this point on, it is full speed ahead because, well, I have changed my careers in life, which gave me more opportunity and more time to be able to record videos like these. So let's talk about our Durango Hellcat. Fortunately, this year, this Durango is going to hit 36,000 miles. Original miles, heavily modified and abused miles, and not a single glitch, not a single hiccup has ever happened with this thing. That's why I love the Hellcat platform so much, and a lot of viewers and subscribers actually came because of this car, so I welcome you. Unfortunately, this car has had a lot of issues in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So when I say issues, I'm talking about people breaking in. I've posted 2 videos about it. They busted the glass the first time, and I guess since the video went viral, they came back 2 weeks later and busted 2 more windows again. So quite honestly, I became an expert at removing and replacing glass in these cars. So if you ever need help to figure out how to do it, stop by. I can swap out a glass piece in about 20 minutes max. Now, since we live in apartments right now after selling our home and building our next one, we're in the in-between stages, and having a Hellcat and living in apartments doesn't go well together. A lot of people have to steal them and break into them, unfortunately. So we've had the break-in issues. I'm worried about having this thing stolen. Now I have multiple trackers, I have ignition, kill switch, and everything on here. But the fact of somebody trying to take this thing always bothers me in the back of my mind, especially since my wife daily drives this thing with 3 kids in the car. God knows what can happen, and it always worries me, especially if we're on the road somewhere. What happens if it gets stolen? What am I going to drive home? Or if the windows get busted and there's glass everywhere inside the car and she's stranded somewhere with the kids? That's the unfortunate part about owning a Hellcat. I love this platform because of how well it puts down the power, how reliable it is. It just doesn't hiccup. You can do dig after dig, pull after pull, and this thing will put up with it. And this is an all-wheel drive platform. It is lunatic to think about that a 6,000-pound SUV with 1,000 horsepower can do 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds and run a quarter mile in low 10 seconds. That's outrageous, but these Hellcats can do it. So with all the issues I'm having, not with the car, but with other people, what am I going to do with this thing? And honestly, in the next 15 to 20 minutes, We have drivers coming to pick up this thing and take it and put it on consignment at Formula One Imports in Charlotte. I will leave a link down below. They are going to have it posted for about $84,000. 36,000 original miles, not a single issue with it, about $7,000 worth of work done, not including the brand new tires and wheels that we got on this thing. If you're watching this video, hit me up or let them know at Formula Imports and I will do it for $82,000. So that saves you about $2,000 because you're part of this channel. So hit them up. That is a heck of a deal because stock ones are going for around $81, $82. So you're getting a lot of work done for free. Just because we're selling this Durango does not mean we're not going to get another one. The reason I want to get rid of this one is because, well, all the modifications are great, but if we are thinking about going to 1100 wheel horsepower, we have to do a Whipple swap on it plus a fuel system. So all the work that I've done so far with the pulleys aren't really going to benefit us and actually need to come off in order to do the bigger blower and everything like that. So what's the point of keeping this car if I could sell it, make a little bit of money back, and then restart with a completely fresh platform, probably go lower miles again. Now all the Hellcats are done being produced in 2023 except the Durango Hellcat, which has one more year, which is in 2024, which means I could get another one of these for a decent price still and be able to restart with it, put a Whipple and fuel system and go for higher horsepower, because I know it's been kind of dormant this year and you guys haven't seen a lot of content with it. It's just been a lot of like updates on the mileage and what maintenance we've had to do. But now that I have a different job and I have more time, this thing will be hitting the track, or one of these is going to be hitting the track way more often. Not to mention it's going to be pulling our Charger as well on the trailer once to get there, and once it gets there it unhooks and we're racing both cars. So I'm excited to do that. Like I said, guys, if you came here because of the Durango or because the Hellcat platform, you have every reason to stick around because it's just going to get quicker and quicker. You don't see a lot of Whipples on these Durangos, and well, because nobody needs 1100 wheel horsepower in a third row SUV weighing 6,000 pounds. But you know, once you get used to that 830 wheel or about 1,000 at crank, you want more, just like any other car that we've owned. Now let's move on to our twin turbo R8. This is where it gets pretty sad, and I'm kind of over that car, but here we go. Now, in order to get to the R8, we have to pass by all these R8 parts that are off the car, so that will probably tell you something. But oh, let's see, there's the intercooler, the starter, all the carbon fiber pieces. If we walk out here on the back of my truck is the transmission again. Wow, what's new? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our twin turbo sheepy built Audi R8 V10 Plus wrapped in midnight purple. This thing is beautiful. I have owned it for 8 months, driven it for less than 1 month. Why? Because, well, I've had non-stop issues with this freaking transmission, man. I don't know what it is, but the previous owner definitely kind of screwed me over on it. I've been saying it non-stop for like 20 videos now. It has this beautiful red interior, so it's a V10 Plus with every option available. It's like a $200,000 sticker, man. So what is the goal? Oh, stop screaming at me. You can hear the thing beeping because, well, it's on right now. Since it has no transmission, you can't go into park, so it sits here literally with the ignition pretty much on, and I have to keep it on the trickle charger, make sure it doesn't kill the battery. For the people that are not new to my channel, you probably remember the Whipple F-150 that I had, 4x4, literally 3,000 miles, 2018 10-speed. That thing was so much fun. So the guy that owned this thing reached out to me, was like, yo man, trade plus cash on your end, obviously, twin turbo, sheepy build, and I love sheepy. I've been following them on YouTube everywhere, really loved the car, really wanted the car. So I was like, you know what, let's make it happen, man. Talked to the banks, got everything figured out, send them the money, send them my truck, got the R8 here, and realized it was completely not in the condition he said it was. So now I've been dealing with this thing for 8 months. We just got the transmission back, so we should be putting it back in about a week, week and a half. What is my goal with this car? Well, it's honestly just to enjoy the thing. I want to put some miles on. I want to be able to do some roll racing. This R8 is capable of 1,400 horsepower. The only thing that's limiting us right now is just the fuel system and the tune. That's it, because we've done the hard work. It's got a built transmission with the second gear, clutch pack, all the stuff, half shaft, so we can even do digs if we wanted to. We just got to get it back in here and start having some fun with this car. I spent a lot of money to get it running, to get the wrap done as well, so it looks completely different than any other car on the road. And hopefully you guys will be seeing it at a lot of different events, and when you see a purple R8, you're gonna know it's mine, so that's gonna be pretty cool. It'll stand out. Midnight purple with red interior, I think is like spot on this car. So what is the goal for this channel 2024? And honestly, we are so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. We're like 100 subscribers away. I know we're gonna hit it in the next week or two, and my goal for 2024 is to hit 50,000 subscribers. I know that's a big thing being asked for. Consistency is obviously going to be the key to making that happen, to putting out good content. So comment down below, what do you want to see out of this channel next year? It's all in your hands, guys. If you don't like the content, I'm not going to put it out. What's the point? If you don't like a car on my channel, let me know. I'll get rid of it. You guys know I love swapping cars, man. That will not be a problem whatsoever. I really do feel like the R8 is going to do very well. The Durango, once we get another one. If that one doesn't sell though, I mean, honestly, we could bring that one back. We'll bring it back and do a Whipple. It doesn't matter to me. I'll give it about a month. So by the end of January, if it does not sell, it'll be back on the channel, and at this point, probably next time you see it, it's going to be stupid fast. We still have the S4 as well. That has not gone away. The Charger is going to be stupid rowdy this year, so there's going to be a lot happening, guys. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, from this channel, thank you so much for all the support. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. That's coming up. Start those New Year's resolutions, man. Don't give up on those goals and dreams for next year, and enjoy your lives, enjoy your cars, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.